All right, chat. Very good evening. Welcome to the stream. I hope we are all doing well today. Welcome indeed. Alrighty, welcome guys. So today, going to be flying back out of Munich once again with Lufthansa. Obviously, we flew Lufthansa last stream, but yeah, I was kind of looking for routes for today, and Ljubljana was somewhere that was requested in the Discord, and I thought, let's see if I can find a route to Ljubljana that I like, and this was the one that sort of caught my eye. It's actually quite a short flight, but it should be really cool. It should be really cool. Two really great sceneries in the sim, and this is a flight that is flown in the real world by Lufthansa. And funnily enough, I mean, usually they fly it with their A319s from what I gather, but I did have a look into that flight, and they have actually fairly recently flown it in an A320 in this exact registration that we're going to be using today. So that is very, very cool. So that's the flight we're going to be doing today. We've got the brand, well, no, it's not a new scenery. It's a new scenery to me. I only just got it. It's by Scenic Routes for Ljubljana, and it's a really, really good scenery, actually. And just a disclaimer to anyone who's read the title and they're a bit confused. We're not actually going to be driving a go-kart or anything. It's nothing like that. I just thought it was a catchy title because there is a go-kart track at Ljubljana, and in the scenery it is actually functional, and the go-karts will appear and disappear depending on, you know, the time of day and year, and basically when the go-kart track is open and when it's not. So yeah, it's quite cool to see that in the sim, and it's a really, really good scenery. Obviously we'll see it later on in the stream, but it's really, really good. They've put a lot of detail into it. I've not heard of Scenic Routes before, so I believe it's actually their first scenery they've ever done for Flight Sim. So really, really good effort on it. Very, very detailed scenery, and yeah, we'll have a bit more of a better look at it once we get there, of course. So yeah, just to recap, flying Munich to Ljubljana in the A320, the Fenix A320, and that's going to be that. Yeah, so we're on VATSIM as well, of course, as we normally are. And just to recap what we've got coming up this week. So later on in the week on Saturday, it's going to be Fenix A320 all this week. I don't know why, that's the way it panned out. That's the way I want to do it. That's how I'm feeling at the moment. So Saturday we're going to be doing some more Fenix flying. The route is actually Dublin to Berlin, but the plan for that flight is to actually set up a failure scenario where we're going to basically induce the emergency electrical config in the Airbus, which is not something I've ever done before. Actually, I have been doing some reading up on it, and I am aware of, you know, the situation and how it's dealt with, but I've never actually practiced it, so that should be quite interesting. I probably will give it a practice before the stream though, but that being said, it should be quite interesting nevertheless to share with you guys. We don't do too many failures on the stream, so yeah, it should be quite good to do one of the most dramatic failures you can probably get in an Airbus. So that'll be good fun on Saturday, and then on Sunday we've got I'm very, very excited for this. If you guys haven't already seen by my posts on socials and here on YouTube, we've got the Fuzz Air launch. Finally, the virtual airline is coming to life on Sunday, along with the reveal of the fleet. You guys already know that it's going to be A320s basically and the Neo, but you guys haven't seen the livery in full yet in the sim, so I'll be revealing the A320 livery, a special livery that we've got as well, and also the A320 Neo livery. So it should be very exciting on Sunday as well, so very much looking forward to that. We're going to be doing a delivery flight from the Airbus factory in Toulouse. I've got the flight beam or Jetstream design scenery for that of Toulouse. That's very, very good scenery, and we're going to be flying a special delivery flight up to the home base for the airline, which is Leeds Bradford Airport in the UK. And yeah, it should be really cool. It should be really cool. I've got a really cool flight plan planned for the stream, but we'll talk a bit more about that on the day. So let's get cracking with the stream today. Let's see who is in the chat. We've got Matt Rasso, welcome indeed, for fault of the American football ball. What is the fault of the American football ball? I'm lost. I'm so lost. Digital content, welcome to the chat. Aviator, welcome indeed. Patrick, welcome. MPS, welcome. B3 Burner, good morning from California to you too. I hope you're doing well. It's the evening over here in the UK, but I hope you're hope you have a fantastic day. MH Flies, welcome to the chat. Elba Pino, welcome indeed. Cheese and wine, love to see it. Beautiful. Leon, welcome to the chat. Flying to your country, very, very good. I did not actually realize you were from Ljubljana. I'm not sure if you've mentioned that in the past, but that's absolutely fantastic. Really looking forward to it. Ljubljana, I've never flown to in the sim before, but it does look like an absolutely stunning approach. We're actually going to try a VOR approach into Ljubljana. We're going to do a fully managed VOR approach. I've never done a fully managed VOR approach before in the Airbus, mainly because you couldn't really do it in the sim on the times where I've tried a VOR approach. That was in the A320nx, but I'm hoping the Fenix can do a fully managed VOR approach, because I'm very intrigued to see how well it does it. Roy, welcome to the chat. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the chat. MPS is in Sweden between... Oh, very good. Yep. Very good. Welcome indeed. Can go-karts fly? Unfortunately not. I mean, maybe if you put some wings on them. And maybe a little bit more of a powerful engine and probably a propeller of some sort or a jet. Jet engine. Mikael, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Welcome indeed. MPS Gaming says Orbex has lots of airports on sale. Yeah, they do. Orbex have a big sale on at the moment, guys. If you're looking for a new scenery or you had some on your wish list, now's a good time to get it. March Madness on Orbex Direct. There's a lot of airports on a good discount, so it's worth checking that out. As luck would have it, the airport scenery that I got for today's stream is not on Orbex and it's not on sale. But never mind. Let's see. So you got Fly Tampa, Copenhagen, and a few more. Very good. Yeah, I know how it feels, mate. I know how it feels. Just when those sales come around, I'm trying to resist this time around. I think I've got probably too many sceneries at this point. I kind of need to slow it down a bit. Jordan, welcome to the chat, mate. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Welcome. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Hope you are as well, dude. Welcome indeed. Let's see. Home airport of EHBK will soon be released. Who's releasing that one, Roy? Which developer? What is the actual location? I'm not sure what that code is. Klukui, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Welcome indeed. Driving go-karts is very fun. It is quite fun, isn't it? MPS Gaming. Yeah, it's quite... I've only done it once, but it was quite painful, to be honest. When I did it, I was getting absolutely chucked about all over the place. Maybe I shouldn't have driven as fast, but... Hey ho. Commentator, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Hi Trin, welcome. Hope I pronounced that right. Welcome indeed. Good evening. Will the Fuzz Air livery be available to download? Of course, Aviator. Yeah, it will be. Yeah. So basically, how it's going to work on Sunday is we're going to once the stream goes live, the virtual airline will go live on New Sky, and on the virtual airline page there will be links to download the liveries. And I believe Miggle, who created the liveries for us, he's going to put him on his flightsim.to account, so they will be downloaded via flightsim.to basically. Yeah, they'll definitely be available to download. That is the main idea of the whole thing, really. So I'll be putting all of the liveries on there. So we've got 4 different registrations for the A320, 2 for the A320 Neo, and I'll also put a VMR file on there as well that you guys can use to add to vPilot, and it should get the aircraft showing up in the sim when you're flying on VATSIM, if anyone uses our Callsign. That being said, I haven't got a AI traffic model created for it, so it will be using the native model, which is not a huge deal. I know most people recommend not to use the not the default model, but the actual in-sim model for the Fenix and the A320. It's not really recommended to use those as AI, although they do work, because they can eat up FPS. But I don't think we've unfortunately got really any other choice. I'd much rather get the actual liveries done, and we'll do the AI traffic at a later stage. It's just going to be it's adding up, let's say, on my wallet. So I'm going to just hang fire on the AI models for now. That being said, I can't get an AI model made for FSLTL because the airline would have to be part of the VATSIM partner program for virtual airlines, which we won't be for at least 6 months, and even then not entirely sure if it will be. So it would only be FS traffic, and not everyone has FS traffic, so I figured let's just focus on the liveries for now. It does still work with model matching as long as you've got the liveries installed, so it shouldn't be a huge deal. Can you recommend me a really cool flight to do a Microsoft Flight Simulator, says Klukui. Yes, I can. Yeah, Munich to Ljubljana. What we're doing today is a very nice flight. You could also do Nice to Calvi in Corsica. That's a very cool one. You could do Islamabad to Skardu. You could do Barcelona to Bilbao. Many options, really. Many options. Denver to Aspen. There you go, spoiled for choice. You got Corfu as well. Oh, that's on sale, is it? I might have to get that one, MPS. You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that. Patrick's going to get a few more in the northwest and maybe up the northeast coast through Canada. I like flying those areas. Yeah, I don't fly there enough. I do have quite a lot of west coast scenery, but not... yeah, I don't tend to fly there enough, to be honest with you. But yeah, MPS, that is a good policy. Buying sceneries when they're on sale, definitely. Oh, I see, Roy. I see. Maastricht. Right, got you. Cool, very good. Well, look forward to seeing that in Sim. What developer is it then? Do you know? Lyon's near Ljubljana, 70 kilometers away, actually. Slovenia is so small that everyone here are near the airport. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I'm really looking forward to getting there anyway. I did say Corsica. Yes, Patrick, I did indeed. Would I ever add 737s to the fleet? I'm not sure, Jordan, to be honest. I was kind of trying to sort of, you know, a lot of airlines that do with their short haul fleet tends to be quite uniform, doesn't it? So I was thinking of maybe trying to adopt that model to try and make it feel a little bit more real. I mean, I know obviously there's lots of virtual airlines out there that, you know, they have every single aircraft available for the sim and all that, which is great, and I would like to be inclusive in that fact, but I would also like it to be, you know, have that kind of immersion factor, I suppose, and have that little bit of realism to it. So I'm undecided. I mean, the PMDG is great. Obviously, I really enjoy flying that myself, but yeah, I'm undecided. Undecided, Jordan. Undecided. Maybe we do like a... Maybe we design like a livery that kind of looks a bit old, and we can maybe be like, this is one of our old fleet. You know, like EasyJet, who now flies all Airbus A320s, used to fly some 737s, didn't they? So, you know, maybe we could do something like that. Or Air Baltic, who used to fly 737s before they switched to the A220s. Also, on top of that, my knowledge is the greatest on the Airbus, the A320. So, you know, if anyone has an issue with anything really in the sim, in terms of, you know, with the aircraft, I can quite confidently say that I could probably give you a good helping hand as well. So, I suppose there's the advantage of having that as well. Yeah, we'll see. Right, Kluki says I'm from Spain. I really like the Spanish airports, but BCS, I've flown from there a lot. I'm kind of tired. Fair enough, Kluki. Flying into Lisbon is a very, very good approach as well. You could do Lisbon to Funchal or the reverse of it. Well, and there's many routes that go into Lisbon, of course. So Lisbon is a very cool approach as well. Right, okay, chat. Enough chatting. I waffled on for a while here. It's been going for half an hour already. Crikey. Right, let's get cracking. So, we're here currently at Munich. This is the SimWing scenery that we flew out of last time. Thought I'd just choose a different camera angle for the beginning here, just so we can have a bit more of a peek around here. So, I haven't really shown this one on stream too much recently. And it is a fantastic scenery. They've done such a great job with it. It's such an expansive airport, but it still feels like they've put a lot of attention and detail into so many different areas. It's really, really cool. Really, really enjoy this one. I have flown into Munich once before. I changed there to get on a train down to Austria, and I very distinctly remember this sort of zigzag pattern flooring that they've got here. This, I believe you come out... I think I came out of the airport somewhere out of one of these doors over here. Out of here, probably Terminal 2, I guess. And I walked across, and... Well, actually, it looks like they've just repeated the text just all the way around. But anyway, I walked across, and there's like an entrance to a subway. I'm sure of it, somewhere over here. So, yeah. Anyways, it's very good. The modelling on this building is really, really cool as well with the glass. That looks really, really impressive, doesn't it? Anyways, we're here at Munich. It's midweek Munich on VATSIM, so I'm expecting it to probably get a little bit busy. Although it looks fairly quiet at the moment, but nevertheless, we'll see how it goes. This is us. We're in the new colours for Lufthansa today. Registration Delta Alpha India Zulu Delta. And like I said, this is the actual airframe that flew, well, the actual registration that flew into Ljubljana on this flight number within the last few weeks, I'd say. Right. Okie dokie. So the aircraft is fully cold and dark now. So we'll have to get it fully set up and rolling with things. So let's do that. I'll turn the music down a little bit here. Right. I'm sure I just asked the jetway to connect. I'm sure we had didn't we have this issue last time? At this airport. Is it because there's two jetways and one of them is inoperable? I wonder if I just do a bit of that. These gates are so huge, you can kind of put the aircraft wherever you want, really. Let's see if that works. I'm using a GSX profile for this, and I did reposition the aircraft based on that, so... there we go. Yeah, I must have been too close in. Looks like the GSX profile needs some adjustments. Look at all the Lufthansas. Love to see it. That's a very, very cool picture, isn't it? Let's just go a bit like this. Yeah, buddy. Very nice. The Lufthansa logos on the gates and everything. Boom. Right, okay then. So, we've got the jetway connected. We can actually get on the aircraft now, can't we? Right, let's jump in. Whoop. Right, okay, dokie then. So, this is a fantastic livery by Ethereum Liveries. Obviously, we've used their liveries many, many times on the stream. Very, very good. Very, very good. I have to say, I'm very impressed with how they do their interiors. You know, having just worked on a livery myself, I know how finicky it can be to get some of these elements right. So, big props to Ethereum for doing what he does. Absolutely brilliant. Right, okay, so let's get in then and get set up. So, batteries on. External power we could do with being connected. I thought it would have been, but it may have got disconnected when we slewed the aircraft. Right, there we go. So, external power. Love watching all the screens light up. We never get to see that on stream anymore because I hardly ever... the aircraft's usually on external power and powered up by the time I start the stream. So, let's go ideas to nav. We'll get crew supply, oxygen on. Ground control on as well. Nav flights to 2. Emergency exit lights armed. No smoking signs to auto. Turn up the integral lights a bit. Everything else looks good. We'll just turn down the temps a little bit as well. Cool, cool, cool. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We'll put the cargo heat to the middle position here. Right. And oopsie daisies. Right. And that's about it for the overheads. Now, I believe one thing that I learned from another stream the other day, actually, V1 Simulations. Shout out to fantastic A320 pilot YouTuber. Usually, you actually turn this guy. Oh, it's actually already on. It's just the light is too dim. Yeah, so having this this PA volume knob basically turned to the transmit position, receive position, it will basically record any of the PAs that the cabin crew or anything make on the cockpit voice recorder. So that's generally turned on for most flights. So good to know. Carrying on. On to the EFB here. We're not using real time, obviously, but we do have a scheduled departure time, which I'm definitely going to be late for. We've only got 20 minutes to go. So based on the sim time, we'll just set it so we've got the same minutes as the current time. So we'll go to 8 past 2. 8 past 2, and we'll set it to 4:13. Hello? 13:30 Zulu. Okay, that didn't work. Updates. There we go. Cool. Right. So that's the departure time. We are definitely going to be late as it stands. Maybe we should start some boarding right away then. So we'll request refueling. We'll request catering, and we'll finally request boarding. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to work. If I request boarding, is it going to start loading up the baggage immediately, or is it going to wait for the other things to happen first? I think it's going to wait. That's good. Okay, fine. So we'll wait till the refueler gets here, and then we'll click load through the EFB. Cool. So coming on to here, we'll just set the correct QNH, which is set. We'll not mess with anything on here. Just before we get our clearance, we'll go to airports and constraints. We'll get the VORs on display as well. Cool. Coming further down, everything looks good there. We'll get the terrain display. Actually, the terrain display won't turn on because the... wait. This is a problem. We've got the rat out. That's probably because I slewed the aircraft. Anyway, we can fix that. Terrain on ND won't turn on unless the IRS is aligned. So we'll just go to failures here, and we'll just remove the... we'll just get the rat stowed because that is not right. Okie dokes. So that's all good. Lovely stuff. Keeping on coming down then. Everything else is set up correctly here. We'll just put a bit more brightness on the integral lights. We'll go like this as well. And let's see if we do have any controls on here at Munich. We do. We've got delivery online, and we can get a PDC as well. I think I'll contact them by voice today, though, to be fair, because yeah, I find it generally a bit clearer, to be honest, to get a clearance on voice than on PDC, as strange as that sounds. So we'll go 123, 125.
Right runway 26 left and 26 right.
That is the ATIS. I tuned the wrong one. 121.
Visibility 10 kilometers. Light showers of rain clouds. View at 4,600 feet.
125.
2.-1.
Hello?
H1019 trend. Nose at moon.
Right, there we go. I will get the ATIS through here, though. I will get the ATIS through here. Is the refueler here? He's just about to arrive. Great stuff. Okay. Passengers are coming on. They're coming down the jetway. Love to see it. Very, very good. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Catering's here. Love to see it. Very, very nice. Right. We will get an ATIS through the tablet, though, like I said. In fact, we're not going to do that just because the fueler is going to be connected in a minute. I don't want to waste too much time here. We will just do this, though. So we've got information. Charles. QNH1019. Always in use. 26 left and 26 right. We've planned for 26 left. Right, cool.
Hello.
Corfu is 1189. Oh, crikey, that's tempting. Right. So, let's go AOC, flight init data requests. Getting it connected up there. See it. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Lovely. Alright, let's start with the loading. And we'll go ahead and get our clearance, shall we? Okie dokie. München delivery, very good evening. Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, stand 216, type A320, information Charlie, QNH 1019, request clearance to Ljubljana. I have tuned the wrong frequency. Oopsie days. It's 725, not 125. I wondered why it's so quiet on that frequency. And look at that. I have updated the nav database this time. Love to see it. München delivery radio check.
Call sign, please.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, delivery, good evening, radio 5.
Thank you. Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, stand 216, type A320, information Charlie, QNH 1019, request clearance to Ljubljana.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, München delivery, roger, clear to Ljubljana, VOR 3 Sierra, departure route, flight plan route, climb via SID flight of 70 squawk 2302.
Cleared to Ljubljana, VAVOR 3 Sierra departure and flight plan routes. Climb via SID, flight level 70 and squawk 2302, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie.
Correct.
Okie dokies, cool. So 2302, I'll stick in there. And basically got the SID we were expecting, but let's have a quick look-sees. So the VAVOR 3 Sierra is 26 left. And that is essentially the same as the one that we'd planned for. It's just the... You know how we saw last stream that a lot of the SIDs at Munich have a RNAV overlay? The 3 Sierra is basically the traditional, the conventional nav departure. Actually, that's for both runways. So, he didn't tell me which runway. I wonder if we can ask him. Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, which runway can we expect?
It's 26 left, sir.
Thank you, 26 left, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Right, so it's going to be 26 left. Cool, right, let's carry on then with the setup. So we're going it request. And we're going to be Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Costinx is going to be 30, which is a standard for Lufthansa. 270 is the cruising flight level, and the top of climb temperature there is going to be minus 42 degrees. Temperature on the ground here is 3 degrees, so we'll need to use anti-ice for the departures. No point really putting in the wind such as for flight. Alternate is Vienna, Munich to Ljubljana. 26 left for departure, and it's going to be the VAVOR 3 Sierra departure. Now, like I said, there is an RNAV overlay for this departure, which is also noted as the VAVOR 3 Whiskey. However, because he's cleared us for the 3 Sierra, that's what we're going to put in. And that's what we'll brief. So that's that. I'll just check everything else is looking correct. So we've got 1,900, 210 knots for that turn. Not actually noted on the charts. Oh, it is, yeah. Okay, that's fine. 210, 250 at Ottersberg. And that's also fine. Right, great. So that's all in correctly. And then arrivals into Ljubljana. We're going to go for the VOR runway 30 approach. And it's going to be the Dagum to Lima. This is what we're expecting. If there is ATC on, it could change. But we will try and request the VOR 30 approach. And for that, for the VIA, we'll just go via Lima Bravo Lima 2 as well, which again we'll cover once we get to the briefing. Number 1 actually is what we want. So we'll insert that. So that's all in there. Let's just check there's no discos. That all looks good. We'll check the inbound route once we're on the way. And for the departure itself, we want to hard tune some navaids here. So it's going to be the Mike Sierra Echo. Mike Sierra Echo ADF. To 1.5, the DMS, which is a DME, which we'll put on this side. Now we need the Ottersberg VOR radial 323. So we'll sit that in. Great, cool. Then there's another radial to intercept after that, but obviously we can only put in one at once, especially with the DME there. So that's fine, no worries. We'll go secondary flight plan, and we'll just do it like this, just for simplicity's sake. We'll go EDDM and EDDM, and we'll just come back here and set up for a 26 left ILS. So that's that. No star. That's all good. Great stuff. In it to be, let's just come over and go to AOC, receive messages, load sheet, accept that. We've got 59.2, so quite heavy on the zero fuel weight today. And the zero fuel weight CG is 31.2. Fuel should be loaded now. And let's just check that it is indeed. So we'll turn the seatbelt signs on, and we'll also just check the block fuel there is 5 tons. So we'll stick that in there as well. And for the trip today, we're expecting a average wind component of 53 tailwind, which is very, very nice. Alternate fuel, we're going to need 1.7. And that's going to give us an extra of 0.5. The contingency should be 0.2. So that's all good. 10 minutes extra, actually. Interesting. Okie doke, so we'll do our perf. Aircraft loaded, very good. Still coming down the jetway though. Obviously I use the fast option on the EFB. 26 left, dry. We'll sync that, we'll go PAX on. Excuse me. And we'll calculate. Valentino, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. I'll tell you what we'll do is, because last time we did get an intersection departure, I'm going to actually plan for an intersection departure. So 26 left. Let's see, what could we realistically get? I mean, realistically, we're probably only... Bravo 12 is going to be the only intersection we'll probably get given here. So we'll plan for that. It's probably unlikely, to be fair, that we'll get that, considering how busy it is. It doesn't sound busy, but we'll plan for it anyway. It makes it nice and easy. Right, so 138, 138, 140, 1200 shift 2 down 0.3, 66. 38, 140, 12 on shift. That's 2 down at 0.3 and a flex of 66. I think I got that right. Yep, lovely stuff. Departure procedures here at Munich is NADP 1 if I remembered correctly. Sorry, it's NADP 2. I stand corrected. So that's good. Cool. We'll go in here and stick in the engine out SID as well. So 26 left is track.
München delivery, guten Abend, Lufthansa 515 requesting clearance.
Track 260 to 25 miles. So we'll stick that in there. That's fine. Right, cool. That's lovely. We've got all that in. Fantastic. Great stuff. So we've actually managed to do that very, very quickly. 10 minutes. 70 is the cleared altitude, which we'll set there. Great. Okie dokie. So we'll turn the fuel pumps on now. Sounds like the passengers are all on board now as well. Very, very good. Looks like we're going to get away on time, actually. Let's close that door. We'll start the APU now.
Correct.
Lovely. Baggage is still being loaded though, of course. Right, so cockpit preparation checklist. Gear pins and covers are removed. Fuel quantity is 5 tons. Seatbelt signs are on. Adheres are in nav bar. F is set to 1019 on both sides. Cockpit preparation checklist complete. I really need to set up a different camera so that we can hear the APU a bit louder. Washtech, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. One-way texture's more clear. The best thing you can do is go into your graphics options and turn the terrain level of detail up. That's going to make them more clear. But if you've already got it on 400, then there's not much more you can do. It might just be the scenery that's not got very good textures then. But that's the best thing you can do there. Gregory, welcome to the chat. It's not on Microsoft Flight Simulator server. No, we're not. We're on VATSIM, which is a online network. And I've just realized, after the last stream chat, this is why I struggled so much to flare the aircraft on the last stream. It's because I have my sensitivity set up all wrong. I usually have it on linear like this for the Fenix. So that's probably why I couldn't pull the nose up there whilst I was in the flare on last stream. What's the flight time? It's about 40 minutes. Right, we'll start the chrono. Okay, so we're pretty much there. We're just waiting for the baggage to get fully loaded now. This guy's got one more cart to do. And then we're pretty much ready to rock and roll. Lovely stuff. So, we didn't actually brief the OFP either, so we'll have a quick rundown of that. We might be a few minutes late, but let's just do it anyway. Okie dokes, so jumping over to the OFP. We're going to be Lufthansa 1969 today. We're going from Munich to Ljubljana. We're in A320 Delta Alpha India Zulu Delta is the registration. Call sign is 4 Juliet Charlie. We're off blocks time 18:30, on blocks time 19:37. We may be a few minutes late though at this rate. Costing us 30 today. Slight headwind, or decent headwind, sorry, decent tailwind of 53 knots. Takeoff weight's going to be 64 tons today, so fairly fully loaded. And we've got a alternate of Vienna, cruising flight level 270. Trip time 39 minutes. Alternate time is 37 minutes. Block fuel is going to be just over 5 tons. We're expecting 26 left here, as we've already said. And we're doing the Valar 3 Sierra departure, which is what we've been cleared for. And we're expecting into Ljubljana the Dagam to Lima on runway 30. 162 passengers, so full on passengers today with 2.4 tons of baggage. And the weather looking very, very nice. So nothing too much to say about the weather here at Munich especially. We'll need to use anti-ice on the departure, but other than that, that is about it. A little bit windier in Ljubljana, but again, pretty good conditions. And the same it can be said at Vienna. Significant weather charts. We'll have a quick look at our routing there, taking us out to the west initially and then to the southeast. We do have some areas of clear air turbulence noted below flight level 100 and up to flight levels 360, and as well as some severe turbulence noted over here over near Vienna. Shouldn't be really something we'll need to worry about today. We've got a jet stream here, which again shouldn't be an issue. Yes, we'll be on the climb out here. We won't be at flight level 330. But we may need to pay attention to the seatbelt sign on the descent into Ljubljana. So that's about it for the briefing. We'll do a quick brief of the charts as well. As you just heard in the background there, the aircraft is now fully loaded. So here at Munich, Germany, this is 10-9. You can see we're here at Terminal 2. Quick look at the taxi charts. Sorry, the parking stands chart. We're currently at stand 216 here. So we're departing to 6 left. So we'll most likely get pushed back to the south onto one of these. Well, we'll probably get pushed back like so onto Whiskey 2. And then we'll probably taxi either... well, we might get sent over this way or straight down. Not really sure, but we'll go for via one of these exit points, Sierra 7 or Sierra 8. And then for the taxi out, this is going to take us to 26 left. We can either go straight forward here onto Bravo 12, or we could even go down Sierra to one of the holding points here as well. So very short taxi out, should be quite straightforward. And then the departure we're doing is the VAVAR 3 Sierra 10-3 Tango chart. Airport elevation at 1,487 feet, transition altitude 5,000, remaining on tower frequency, and then when advised, contact Munich radar. Then the departure itself is initially going to take us out on the 261 heading inbound to the Munich NDB. 1.5 from DMS, which is the Munich DME. We're going to take a left turn. 210 knots is the max speed there. You can see the one here and down here. We're going to take a left turn to a heading of 178 degrees until intercepting the 323 radial from the Ottersberg VOR, and then we're going to take another left turn out to Lackal and then another right turn out to Vavor. So that is a departure. We've got 250 knots until Ottersberg as well, and that is about it. Initial climb clearance for flight level 70. Yeah, so that is it. We'll have a word with delivery now, tell them that we are ready to go. We can currently see we've got ground controllers online, we've got tower controllers, and we don't have departure online, unfortunately. But let's have a quick look on VATSIM. I've lost Munich, is there? We don't have a center controller on either, so we might just get passed to... we might not get passed to a center controller after departure. But we'll be... VN radar is online, so we'll have to speak to them as well. And no ATC over Slovenia, unfortunately, either. Right, okay. Let's get rocking with the flight then, shall we? Cool. So we'll have a quick look at the load sheet. We've got a amended one. Compliant, so no changes needed. So that's good. We're ready to rock and roll. We've got 210 knots there. Orange, but that's fine. Again, no issues with that. APU is nicely warmed up now, so we'll go ahead and we'll get the tug connected. We don't need to do de-icing. Excuse me. And what I'll do as well is we'll just get a couple of frequencies tuned here. So we'll get the ground frequency tuned. One, in fact, we'll probably get passed over to them straight away. So that's going to be 121. I'm not just sure which one he'll pass us to be honest. And we could also do with doing a bit of that. It's funny, I always seem to forget that. Close the doors. That should have closed on its own, really, with the jetway, but never mind. We'll get the GPU and cones out the way.
Conditions, please stand by for engine starts until push completed and brake set.
Cleared Dansk via
Right.
1 November departure route, flight plan route, climb via SID, flight is 70, squawk 1000.
Clear Dansk via Kina 1 November departure in Span, level 70, squawk 1000, Lufthansa 7Q Topper.
Correct.
Lufthansa 4, Juliet Charlie Stand 216, request start.
Lufthansa 4, Juliet Charlie, start up approved for pushback, contact A10 on 121, decimal 7.
1217, sorry, start up approved. 1217, Lufthansa 4, Juliet Charlie. Right, it's 1217. And then we will go to the tower after that on 1205.
My plugin decided to not push back. I have to reset, so I will have a slight delay in pushback.
Ready.
Roger.
Right, we'll get the APU bleed on, beacon light on, and before start checklist, parking brake is set, takeoff speeds and thrust of 383840. Windows are closed, beacon light is on. Before start checklist complete. Apron, Lufthansa 4, Juliet Charlie, stand 216, request pushback.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, hello, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved, facing south, Lufthansa 4, Juliet Charlie.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are applied.
Right, parking brake is released.
6, hello, pushback approved, facing south until the blue line.
Please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are
Right, engine mode selected to ignition starts.
Blue line, ready.
Engine 2 starts. Evan, welcome to the chat. I'll catch you with your messages in a moment, chat. Right, all right. Do I have failures on that? Is the question. Random failures, minor, high.
515 is ready for pushback. Is the clearance still valid?
515, you may start your push.
Okay, okay. Engine 2 is avail. We'll reset that chrono there. Engine 1 starts. Beluga on PC, welcome to the chat. I did see the new scenery for Fenix. Yes, Evan. Parking brake sets.
We have a good engine start.
Yeah, I did see the new scenery for Fenix. Yeah, it does look quite good. I've got the AMSIM and Beautiful Model of the World scenery for Seattle as well. That's very good. But I believe Flightbeam is working on a Fenix as well, so I think I'm probably going to hang fire on that one. Although it would be quite a good addition considering the other airports I've got for that region of the US. But it does look good. It does look good. Go-karts in MSFS, yes. I'm not talking about Mario Kart, unfortunately, Veluga. No, it's just to do with this scenery that we're flying into has a go-kart track, which is really quite cool. And it is actually functional, so I just thought that would be a catchy title, that's all. Right, okie doke, so both engines are good to go. Let's restart that chrono. Engine mode selector 2 normal, we'll turn on the transponder as well. Ground spoilers can go armed, we're going to go flaps 2. Lovely. Oh, we got a bingling. Brakes hot. That's GSX. Okay, fine. No worries. Rudder trim 0. We'll turn the weather radar on now as we're quite clear of the terminal. We'll go status. That's checked. We'll clear the brakes hot because we're going to just delete that in the MCDU in just a moment. Flight controls. Full left. Full right. And neutral. Full up. Full down. And neutral. Full left, full right, and neutral on the rudder. That's lovely stuff. Cool. We'll go fuel prediction and get the CG 29.8, which is going to be about there, which should equal 2 down 0.3, which is not quite right. Let's just go like that. That's good. Okay, flight controls check is complete. I'll be 30 seconds, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie.
Lufthansa 575, you can start taxi whiskey 2.
Auto brake max.
Direction, but hold the beam parking.
APU bleed off, APU master off. And after start checklist, anti-ice engine only is on for departure today. Ecam status is checked, pitch trim is set to 29.8%, rudder trim is neutral, after start checklist complete. Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, request taxi.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, present position, turn left, continue via Echo 2, entry Sierra right.
From present position, turn left, Echo 2, entry Sierra 8, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Right, let's go chat. So taxi lights on, release the parking brake, and we're going to take a left onto this adjacent taxiway here.
Lufthansa 575, continue via Whiskey 2, hold short Delta 2, and the opposite traffic is shortly turning.
Is that an A350? It is. Oh, beautiful. Let's just check left. All looks good. So Echo 2 is all the way over to the other side here.
Lufthansa 515 requesting taxi. Lufthansa 515 taxi entry November 4 by Whiskey 2 and Delta 1.
This is Echo 2 here, this line coming across.
Taxi into November 4 via Whiskey 2 and Delta 1, Lufthansa 515.
Pilot Stud, good evening. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome.
Lufthansa 515 and clear up the company. I have you.
Right, let's get rid of this brake high temperature. There we go. Lovely stuff.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, contact tower 120.5. Goodbye.
1205 Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Juice. Tower, very good evening. Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie approaching Sierra 8.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, München Tower, good evening für taxi tolling point runway 26 left via Sierra Bravo 13.
26 left via Sierra and Bravo 13. We can actually take Bravo 12 if that'd be helpful to you.
Sure. Then we're clearing. Taxi tolling point runway 26 left intersection of Bravo 12 via Bravo 12.
Perfect. Taxi holding point 26 left by Bravo 12, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Beautiful. Right. Okay. Taxi checklist. Flight controls are checked. Flap setting. Config 2. Radar and predictive wind shear on an auto. Engine mode selector is in normal. Ecam memo. Takeoff no blue. Taxi checklist complete. So we're going at Bravo 12 as we briefed. So Bravo 12 just to the side here. This is Bravo 12 just down here. Lovely, nice and short taxi. Love to see it. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Not much traffic around, is there actually? No one down there. Right, let's get that music down. Lovely stuff. Grand.
Lufthansa 4, Juliet Charlie, wind 310 degrees, 6 knots, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
26 left, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 4, Juliet Charlie. Right, let's just have a quick look, see if the departure is online. They are. So 127950 is probably what we're going to get. Let's just set that now. Hopefully it's that. Right, we're cleared for takeoff. Lineup checklist 26 left is confirmed. TCAS is TARA. And the packs are on. Before takeoff checklist complete, let's get the strobe lights on. Landing lights on as we're clear for takeoff. And let's just do a nice rolling start here then, chat. So, start the chrono. Come up to 30% initially. Fuzz Toga's in the chat. Alright, up to 50%. Engines are stable. Let's go. Manflex 66 SRS runway auto thrust blue. Flex set airspeed alive. $100 knots. V1 rotate. Nav positive rate, gear up.
Delta India.
Had to change back real quick there, chat, because I thought this guy was talking to me.
Taxi to Holly Point, runway 26 left, intersection Bravo 2 via Sierra Bravo 2 left.
Sierra Bravo 2 west, holding point 26 left, Delta India ausgetätigt.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, contact.
Leave a climb.
127.950, bye bye.
127950 Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Alright, thrust climb, auto thrust.
Sierra 8.
Enter Air 86, wind tower servo taxi to Holly Point, runway 26 left via Sierra Bravo 3.
Right, let's go to departure. Departure, very good evening. Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, passing 4,200 for flight level 70, VOR 3 Sierra departure.
Lufthansa 5 Roman Kilo, cleared island, runway 26 left.
Clear, Pacific line. Lufthansa 5, runway clear.
For the 4 Juliet Charlie, München Radar identified, climb via SID, flight level 150.
Climb via SID 150, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie.
Lufthansa 609er, fly heading 0.
Right, we're above the F speed. Let's get the flaps set to 1. Speed is checked. Go to standards.
Level 120. Lufthansa 609. Lufthansa 609er, descent flight level 110. Descent flight level 110.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, just double checking the cleared altitude.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, climb via SID, flight level 150.
Climb via SID 150, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Thrust climb, open climb.
Lufthansa 5 Roman Kilo, contact tower on 120.5. Bye bye.
105, Lufthansa 5, runway clear, danke.
Right, let's go to flaps 0. Speed is checked. AP2. Get that to shut up. Right, cool. Not a bad departure. I was, it feels like it was loads more sensitive than what it normally is. Let's get the speed brakes disarmed and the taxi lights off. We shall release the cabin crew there. Accelerating to 250 knots now. Excuse me. So, yeah, chat, it felt way more sensitive than what I'm used to. And the Fenix did that. The rotation there was very, very quick, and it just felt like it was squirming about all over the place. But I don't know if that's just the weather conditions making it feel a little bit different, jostling me about a little bit here. Right, there we go. That was pretty nice, I think. Pretty nice indeed. Pretty happy with that one. Did we manage to get away on time though? Let's have a look. We were 5 minutes late. So I'm running a new Sky again, chat, for this one. So yeah, let's just check real quick. We don't want that one. Come over here. We'll catch up with your messages just in a moment, chat. 59.2. Right, okay, interesting. So right, flight level 100, let's get the landing lights off. Let's hopefully not get docked for that on New Sky this time. Accelerating out to 314 knots now. Cleared up to 150. Oops, daisies. We can clear this guy out now. We can clear this guy out. We should now be flying on the outbound course from Ottersberg, which we are, the 126, which I forgot to change, but that's not a problem. And that's it. If we go to VOR now, it should be flying right on that, almost on it anyway. We are making a right turn currently. Oh, actually no. We're past that leg anyway, never mind. Okie dokes. No problems. We can probably expect some more clearance momentarily. Let's just turn the sound down a touch. Clear out this out of fix info. And we'll go ahead and clear Ottersberg as well.
609, turn left, heading 040.
Just going to stick this in here whilst I remember. Right, cool. Off we go, chat. Very short flight this though, so I might not have too much chance to reply to everything in the chat, but I will try my damnedest. Let's pull. 1228 Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Right, so we're going to Unicom now. Let's clear ourselves up to flight level 270. First climb, open climb. Flight level 270 blue. And we'll go to Unicom. However, we do have VN radar coming up now. I'm not sure what frequency I'll need to go to on that, so I'm just going to wait for them to contact me. And regarding ATC at Ljubljana, we don't have any ATC on there at the moment. We do have an ATIS though, which is quite nice, but don't have any anyone actually controlling that. Oh no, we do actually. Do we? Let's see. Oh, we do. Adria radar. Very good. 130. Cool. All right, that'll be nice then, won't it? Very good. Okie dokes. Lovely stuff, chat. Scoregasmic, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. I normally program the engine out procedure in my secondary flight plan rather than the fixed page. Would that be incorrect, or are both methods fine and a matter of preference? To be honest, to my knowledge, I think that is a matter of preference thing and or company SOP. But yeah, I think, to be honest, if you had an engine out, yeah, I suppose if you're flying in a two-person cockpit environment, secondary flight plan might be quite useful. But for a single man, certainly fixed info I find is a bit more useful because you don't have to actually start changing your camera and look at the MCDU to do that. You can just focus on what you've put on the fixed info page, which shows already on the ND. But yeah, I think it's a matter of preference really, Scoregasmic. But the most amount of videos that I've watched regarding that, again, it is probably an SOP thing, so there's not any defined way of doing it, I suppose. I'm sure there is probably something in the FCOM that I've missed, but the most amount of times that I've seen people set up a engine out SID is using the fixed page. That being said, majority of them are just fly straight ahead to 25 miles anyway, so there's almost no point in putting them in. DJ Joe, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Still having problems creating a route, Manchester to Dublin. It's not letting you create that route. I'm not sure what could be wrong there, Joe. You basically just need to click the two places and click IFR Airways, and it should be good. Should be good. Yeah, I'm not sure what else you could do on that one, to be honest. I'm not aware of any bugs that are in the sim regarding that. It's getting very bumpy coming over here, isn't it, chat? Very bumpy indeed. So I imagine we'll probably need to go to Adria Radar straight away rather than speaking to VN Radar, but we'll see what happens. We'll leave the seatbelt signs on for now. But yeah, it does make sense, doesn't it, Scoregasmic? I mean, good thing to do, obviously, is to put in... Oh, okay, there we go. There's our answer. 1338. VN Radar, very good evening. Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie passing flight level 215, flight level 270. Overhead Radiz.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, Wien Radar Service, Radar Contact, climb flight level 270.
Climb flight level 270, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Cool. But yeah, usually I stick in the a runway to land on as well in secondary flight plan. Because once you've flown the engine out SID and you've sort of got control of the aircraft after the engine failure and you've managed to get it into a safe state, then you can start thinking about, you've got a bit more free time then to start messing around with the MCDU. Custom waypoint coordinates, yeah, I suppose you could do that, but that's a lot of effort for something that's quite unlikely, in my opinion.
Contact 10,200 feet, climb flight level 300.
You may also be referring to how do you get the aircraft to actually follow that flight plan. Yeah, well, that's true. That's true, Patrick, yeah. But obviously, if you're in an engine out scenario, it's an emergency. First thing that you want to do is not worry about necessarily getting the autopilot back in. Is you'll most likely have to do some of the navigation by eye rather than sticking the autopilot in. So yeah. That being said, yeah, I mean, obviously, you could just put it in the secondary flight plan and then, yeah. I mean, a good thing to do, to be fair, is just to...
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie for your descent planning. I need you at waypoint Degum at flight level 240 or below. Report ready for descent.
Roger, 240 at Degum or below that, and report ready for descent. Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Right, so 240 at Degum. We're going to be expected there at 211 according to our current route. So we shall continue as we are.
40 Mike, startups approved.
But yeah, Patrick, I think following that route is going to be something you have to do. Just using the ND, basically. I suppose it's not something that needs to be flown to the precise amount, you know, unless it's a very mountainous area, in which case you would obviously need to... It'd be very difficult to do that single pilot, let's say, but obviously it's a emergency scenario, so... I suppose you're going to be trying to fly the aircraft to the situation that you're currently in, and your navigation is sometimes going to depend on that, I imagine. How come the aircraft is bouncing quite a bit? Yeah, it's the mountains. It's the mountains. In Microsoft Flight Simulator, there seems to be quite a heavy amount of turbulence when you go over mountains. In Sim Update 12, apparently they have reduced that quite somewhat.
This is 812, Wind Radar, Servus, radar contact.
Quazo, welcome to the chat. The flight is, we're going from Munich to Ljubljana.
This is 812, due to active military area, turn right by 5 degrees. Right.
It's extremely bouncy, isn't it, chat? I'm just going to leave the seatbelt signs on. We might be able to turn them off in the descent as we come over more flatter ground once we get away from these huge mountains.
Seatbelt 8, Echo Romeo, Wind Radar, Servus, radar contact. Wind Radar, Scott, Oscar, Golf, Fox, Mike, maintaining...
Phase Cloud, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Welcome indeed. Kluki says, I'm loving the Fenix, but I don't know how to turn on the auto thrust. So this is the auto thrust button. Now, normally you don't need to... Hang on one sec. Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, ready for descent.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, descent flight level 170.
Send 170, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie.
Good evening.
Right, so we're initially going to go Mac and Des. Dagan was still going to be below the restriction that he put in place for us. So that's fine. But the auto thrust, it should be armed before you, when you first turn on the flight directors when you're on the ground. So you'll see here, auto thrust in white. Sorry, auto thrust in... actually, no, you won't see that. Yeah, so when you set the thrust levers to toga or flex on the takeoff roll, you should see auto thrust down here in blue. That's why we call it out on the takeoff roll to say that the auto thrust is armed. It's blue when it's armed, and then once you get established in the climb and you bring the thrust levers back to the climb detent, auto thrust will automatically come on. You don't need to arm it or anything manually in the Airbus.
40 Mike, taxi on point runway 16 center, and intersection is approved via Delta.
Right, guys, I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up with the messages here. It's going to get pretty busy here. So next frequency is going to be 130. So let's start doing some stuff for the arrival. Mac. We've still got the anti-ice on, actually. Let's go ahead and just turn that off. We're going to take a left down there, so maybe we'll be able to turn the seatbelt signs off then. Speeds. Right, so we'll do a landing performance calculation initially.
Oscar Fox Mike, continue climb flight level 270.
Climb level 270, okay, go.
We'll check the 80s actually first. Contrail.
Just for my confirmation, the height you required for the ATMU check was 310?
I do confirm requested level for the ATMU check is
Bravo.
310, Oscar Fox Mike.
ILS approach, runway 30.
Reported to the next station, contact Wien on 126275.
1016.
275, Oscar Fox Mike, wieder.
Wien order Servus with 337 flight level 4.
Excuse me. Right, so we'll refresh.
Juliet Charlie, contact Adria 130.0, bye bye.
1300 Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, bye bye.
Swiss 3.
Adria Radar, very good evening. Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. We've got information Bravo descending through flight level 245 or flight level 170 inbound Degum.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, very good evening. Adria Radar identified Ljubljana information Bravo, clear the Degum to Lima, descend flight level 120.
Degum to Lima, descend at flight level 120. Could we request the VOR approach for runway 30 Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie?
For Juliet Charlie, you have to give me a minute or two to check VTR traffic.
No problem.
Lot 778, contact Burger, radar 1.
Right, flight level 120 blue.
133.1 lot 778.
Degum to Lima is what we planned for, so that's all correct. No restrictions on Degum to Lima, and we'll wait for him to come back to us regarding the final approach. Alright, looks like the air's smoothing out a bit now, so let's go seatbelt signs off.
Vision 89, Roger, continue descent 4,500 feet. Clear the ILS.
Thrust idle.
35.
Okay, guys, so let's do a quick approach briefing. Actually, I'm all over the place here. Let's just need a bit more drag here. It's struggling to slow down. Let's pull the speeds.
Easy 240, you're out of my airspace, essential over to Unicom 10 minutes ago.
We don't need to slow down. There's no speed restriction.
Wizard 34 requesting startup and pushback.
334 startup pushback approved, runway 29er.
Right, let's carry on with what we're doing.
QNH 1012 cleared to
59.2, so we're going to be 62.6.
Welcome to your center trace.
With the Aerosoft number 204, thank you, version 203, thank you, Sigurd.
Lufthansa for Juliet Charlie, proceed direct Ljubljana, VOR. Cleared the VOR approach runway 30, descent to 7,000 feet, QNH 1016.
Proceed direct Ljubljana, descend flight level, 7,000 feet and cleared VR approach runway 30 Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Right, so direct Ljubljana.
Victor, what will be your final requested flight level?
Flight level 360.
Yankee Tango Victor.
We're not going to be able to fly this fully managed, I've just noticed. Oh, we might be able to fly a bit of it managed. Oh, I didn't read back the QNH, did I? Oops.
Zagreb, 135. Stand by, disregard. Yankee Tango Victor, yeah, Zagreb, 135.8.
Right, let's pick up the speed a bit here. Oh, getting some big stutters here. Let's pick up the speed because we are way above profile.
Adria 1 Papa Yankee, requesting taxi.
Adria 1 Papa Yankee, say again.
Right, so we're going to go for...
Adria 1 Papa Yankee, taxi holding point 30.
2 holding point 30.
I think low auto brake is going to be fine for us. We'll do auto thrust off, which is going to reduce the landing distance a little bit as well. Right. Cool. So,
Lufthansa 24 Lima, contact Zagreb 135.8.
Just finding the correct chart. Right, okay. So, we've bypassed the star basically, chat, so we don't need to worry too much about that one. Yeah, we're very, very high here, chat. We really need to pick up this descent rate. 310 knots.
Always very great service. Thank you for everything, and bye-bye.
There's the airport. I might not even be able to brief this chat at this rate.
Question 425, ready for taxi.
Grazie 425, taxi holding point Alpha, backtrack and line up runway 05, approved, call when ready for departure.
So Taxiway Alpha, backtrack approved 05, with report ready for departure. Question 4.
Right, QNH is 1016, winds are 300 at 11 knots. Temperature is 6 degrees. Transition is 120. Config full. Minimums are going to be 1600 feet. This is a VR approach, so quite high minima. And if we need to go around for Ljubljana, NADP 2, so this is all going to be fine. So that's okay. Lovely stuff. Let's just check where we're at.
Lufthansa for Juliet Charlie, cleared VOR DME approach runway 30, descend via profile, report on final tech.
Cleared VOR DME and descend on profile. Lufthansa, sorry, report on final. Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Right, so we're on the approach now, and we are still very, very high. We recovered a bit of that profile, but not too much. I'm actually going to go ahead and we'll go to manage speed here. I'm going to get speed brakes out. Get landing lights on. Seatbelt signs can come on as well. This might be a go-around chat. We're so high here. Crikey. So difficult to keep up with this flight. It's so short. Crikey, we are catching the profile a little bit here, though. No, we're not. It's actually dripping away below us, but once we've slowed down, we might have a bit more of a chance here. Let's get the VOR tuned, LBL.
Adra Control, good evening, Guitar Row 244 at flight level 230, climbing flight level.
Inbound course is going to be 302.
Guitar Row 244, good evening, Adria radar identified.
And we're cleared to descend via the profile, so let's descend down to 4,000 feet.
Wizard 334 requesting taxi.
Wizard 334, taxi holding point 29.
Taxi to holding point 29 for Wizard 334.
Still got half speed brake out here, chats. Need to be at 210 knots after we come around this turn here, so we're going to need to start slowing down momentarily, but I think we're going to be okay, chat. I think we're going to be okay.
Training, sorry.
Nema nikakvih problema, sve ok. Samo lagano.
$15 miles, so we should be, yeah, we're definitely still high. I'm not going to be able to brief the approach, chat. But it's a 3-degree descent angle. It's not a crazy descent for a VOR approach. And the VOR is actually not offset, surprisingly. But basically we're going to use final app mode for this approach.
Seabus 605, enjoy your evening, bye-bye.
Itaro 244, climb flight level 380.
Right, we're turning inbound. We're slowing down. That's fine. Let's come here. Basta. 4,000. That's fine. 3 degrees from there. So we should actually be able to use approach mode from here. So we'll go approach. We've got app nav and final is blue. We'll go to flaps 1. Speed is checked. Flaps set to 1. Bring the speed brakes in now. And we'll arm them. Done quite well there to catch the profile. Crikey. Activate approach phase. Tune DOL 112.7. Interesting. Ah! Okay, chat. We might have a problem here. I don't have time to work out that why it's asking me that. Right, we've got a final app. It's captured the approach, so we're actually absolutely fine. I don't think we need to tune DOL. I am not going to change anything because it's doing it. So we've got final app. We're about to capture the vertical profile coming down. That's good. We can get configured on the profile as well. 2,500 is checked. Right, so we can do some altitude checks as we come in here. Right, approach checklist. Bar is set 1016 on both sides. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums are set 1,600. Baro. Auto brake is low. Engine mode selector is in normal. Approach checklist complete. Right, let's go to flaps 2. Speed is checked. Flaps set to 2.
Wizard 334 ready for departure.
Wizard 334, wind.
There we go. Look at that. Beautiful stuff.
300 degrees, 8 knots, runway 29er.
Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff.
Runway 29er. Wizard 334.
Bit of a crazy dive there, but it should be okay. Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie on final, runway 30.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, roger, continue approach, preceding traffic, departing, wind, check Ljubljana, 300 degrees, 11 knots.
Continue approach, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Right, ground altitude 6,000 feet is set.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, runway 30, clear to land.
Place land 30, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Right, cool. Approaching 2,000 feet. Gear down. Look at the views, chat. Oh, replay. Quick, 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 quick.
89er, welcome, taxi standard choice.
Boom.
Thank you very much, guys. Have a great night.
Right, speed's coming back. We're looking good. Flap set to 3. Speed is checked. Should give us a little bit of nose up here, so we should be getting back onto that profile there. That's good. Cool. Flap set to full. Speed is checked. Quite gusty here. Feels very bumpy. Let's have a quick look at some views before we disconnect, because I've hardly had any time to look out the window for this arrival. It's been absolutely mad. Right, landing checklist, ground altitude is set, and ECAMO landing no blue. Landing checklist complete. Right, let's do this thing, chat. Flight directors off. Track FPA on, as we are doing a non-precision.
Wizard 334, very good. Identified after departure. Climb flight level.
2 whites, 2 reds.
Climb flight level 200 VS6.
Oof. That was some serious turbulence there.
Welcome back.
That was crazy.
1,000.
3 whites. Still good. Visual. Let's go auto thrust off. 4 whites now. Let's see if we can recover this before 500 feet. Might have to go around, chat. A bit too much on the descent rate there. Looks like we've recovered it. Stabilized. Looking good.
100 above.
That's 500 feet.
400. Minimum.
Continue.
300.
I feel like we look very high, but I'm not sure if those pappies are completely wrong or what is going on there.
200.
What is going on with these pappies, chat? Way too high. Let's go around. Mantoga, SRS, go around track, auto thrust blue, go around flaps. Wow, okay. What is going on? Gear up. Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie going around.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, Roger, continue on runway, turn left, heading 230, climb to 4000.
230 4000, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Right, leave a climb, alt star.
Climbing to 290,
Flaps to 2.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, when you have time reason to go around.
Too high on approach, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie. Okay, flaps to 2. Alt. AP2, S speed, flaps to 0, speed is checked. Right, okay. Get the ground spoilers disarmed. And that is it, really, for the go around. Okie dokes. Not sure what was going on there with the pappies there, chats. Not sure, that was really, really bad.
A320 Papa Yankee, contact Milano 12750, bye-bye.
12750, A320 Papa Yankee, good day.
Yeah, I've seen that video, Scoregasmic, but we weren't using an ILS there. We were using a VOR approach. That being said, I've never seen the pappies be that far off before. That's absolutely wild.
Contact Vienna 133, let's move Italia 4142, merci, la cavetta ci riconosce.
Yankee Tango Victor, batch 1338, ciao, čujemo se.
1338, hvala ti, čujemo se, Yankee Tango Victor.
Requesting out of cockpit for 5 minutes, ITR 244.
Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie, left heading 120.
Left 120, Lufthansa 4 Juliet Charlie.
ITR 244 approved.
Thank you, reporting back.
Well, at least we get some nice views for a minute, chat.
Vision 334, proceed direct, verbal, climb flight level.
Beautiful.
80.
Proceed direct, verbal.
Right.
Flight level, 320, wizard 334.
Vision 334, negative, climb flight level.
So we're still set up for the VOR runway 30, so that's fine. We'll try it again. I'll pay a little bit more attention to. Acknowledged. I'm not sure why this guy's taken us very, very close to these mountains here. Anyways, so. Right, let's do a bit of this. 1, 2, 2.
1000.
Right, 122 to Basta. Go direct, and we'll just pull the heading immediately. So we've got a nice extended center line there for this time around. Now, it did ask me to pre-tune the Dolsko VOR. I'm not sure why though, because this approach is based on the Ljubljana VOR. So let's just put it in on this side just to see what it does. Just in case that changes anything. It's very, very gusty though. It's absolutely mad. Believe the Fenix's Borg mate had some very weird things happening today. Oh, really? Okay, interesting. Yeah, it felt like the sensitivity is way different to normal. But yes, regarding the Pappy Skullgasmic, I do tend to, take them with a grain of salt, to be honest. Some sceneries it's okay, isn't it? Some of them it's not. This one, I've never seen it quite as bad as that. That was absolutely crazy. At least we got to do a go-around. That was quite a smoothly done go-around, I think. I do say so myself. Let's activate the approach phase. We're already flying at green dot. You can hear this, the autothrust ramping up and down because of the wind here. Let's try a Microsoft Flight Sim Meta and see how that looks in comparison. 3208 knots, so slightly different. We'll use this one for the ground speed mini. Temperature of 5 degrees, not much else different there. We'll try config 3, I think. Just because that might give us a little bit more controllability in these strange winds. Has he forgotten about me, or has he gone offline? Let's see. Lufthansa for Juliet Charlie. We're ready for an approach for 30.
Roger.
Adria radar, good evening. FedEx 1717, flight level 230, direct Solomon.
FedEx 1717, Hotel Zagreb, radar 135.8.
135.8, yep. Turn back is 244.
Lufthansa for Juliet Charlie, left heading 010, cleared. We are runway 30, reports on final track.
Left 010, cleared VOR 30, report final. Lufthansa for Juliet Charlie. Right, so we're cleared for the approach. We're cleared for the approach again.
Contacting Zagreb 135.8. With 334. Have a good evening.
Let's just check things in here once again. So we've got Basta 4,000 feet. That's correct. 59 VOR is not actually it is actually noted on here. That's 5.9 miles. We should be at that point at just under 2,380 feet. So that's correct. And 471960, which is at 4.7 miles. So we should be just under 2060 there, which is also correct. So it's all coded incorrectly. And then MD30, 2.9 miles. There's no altitude noted on there, but -3 degrees. That's all looks correct. So it is coded incorrectly. Definitely took us round the houses there for that go around. Crikey. At least we get some nice views here for a minute. Right, it's arm approach. We've got final lap nav.
Enter 86 review, flight level 350. Enter 86, good evening again. Identified.
I'm going to get configured, I think, a little bit earlier this time, just because it's a bit gusty here and it might just help the aircraft stay on that profile a bit better. Because there was a very, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was a very, very big gust there that absolutely, when I started flying manually, there was a huge, huge gust and it just chucked me up in the air. I can't really, unfortunately, change my sensitivity settings now as well. So I'm going to have to be very, very careful on the controls. Because I don't know if that's playing a part in this as well. Right, signs. Did I turn them off? No, they are on. Okay, I'm not sure why that's showing as blue there. Right, okay then, chats. Guys, I'll catch up with your messages once we get on the ground here. Just want to make sure I'm paying full attention here because I don't want things to... I don't really want to do another go around, but as fun as that was, actually. Very late on you, Sky. Right, we've got app nav. Right, let's go to flaps 1. Speed is checked. Flaps set to 1. Pull the speed at 160. And we'll go to flaps 2. Speed is checked. Flaps set to 2. Airport elevation 1274. We've got the VDEV falling below us there, but that is fine. We shouldn't actually be starting our descent until we get to Basta. So there's something strange going on there. I wonder if it's just reacting to the nose going up and down. Alright, 160 knots. 2,300 above ground, although probably not quite that because of the terrain below us. Airport elevation 1274, found 4,000. So yeah, plenty of time to get configured here. Gear down by 3,200 at least. Well, I suppose we could fly this with flight directors, couldn't we, chat, actually? I think I said before, use the bird because it's non-precision, but we're doing it fully managed here, so I think we should be able to actually use... use flight directors.
Lufthansa
right.
4, Juliet Charlie, wind 320 degrees 8 knots, runway 30, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 30, Lufthansa 4, Juliet Charlie. Right, we should get final in just a second. Final lap, there we go. Love to see it. Go around altitude 6,000 feet is set. Lovely. Right, we'll go to flaps 3. Speed is checked. We're already getting high. Wow. Did that thing last time though, didn't it? That's fine. No worries. 10 miles to go. It's not 10 miles exactly though, because the VOR is actually located at the other end of the airfield. Go gear down. And we'll start slowing down now. I'm going to do a bit of manual flying, I think, just to try and feel this out. Right, landing checklist, go around altitude is set. TCAM memo landing no blue. It's not actually showing there for some reason. Let's just see if it comes up here when the gear comes out. Nope, not yet. Apparently, there we go. Eco landing, no blue. Lovely. Right, let me just check here real quick. See if I'm getting some strange inputs from my controls. Thrust levers, fine. Everything looks fine there. Yeah, we're all good. Right, let's do this thing. Right, autopilot disconnect, auto thrust disconnect. Speed is getting low. Let's just bring that back in. I'm going to try and fly a little bit below the flight director service. I'm not entirely trusting some part of this approach. It's so gusty though. It's so difficult to keep it going where I want it to. Seatbelts on, chat. So much side stick input required. Vertical speed way too high.
400.
So that looks much better for a 3-degree descent rate. Continue. Yeah, because look, the threshold is like way back here.
Lufthansa for Juliet Charlie up to landing, standard choice.
I've done the standard choice, Lufthansa for Juliet Charlie. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's something. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's see.
86 Saxon 1 Delta, arrival Pristina information,
40,
Charlie.
30, 20, retard.
Information, Charlie, Pristina and Saxon 1 Delta, arrival, and 86. All stations Adria will be back in 2 minutes.
Spoilers, decel. Idle reverse. The right engine's not gone into reverse there. Let's just stow the reverses. And onto manual brakes. Oof! I overflared a little bit there, chat, and we ended up floating, but we still got it in the touchdown zone and on centerline. Crikey. And we made the exit. Let's go. Welcome to Ljubljana, guys. Welcome indeed. Crikey, that was some spicy conditions there, chat. Right, let's get the strobe lights off, landing lights off, taxi lights can stay on. Disarm the ground spoilers, we'll get the flaps up. We'll go TCAS off, transponder can come off, radar and predictive wind shear, which I can never press. There we go, is off. Okie dokes. APU start. Right, after landing checklist radar and predictive wind shear off. After landing checklist complete. Welcome to Ljubljana, guys. Welcome indeed. Ooh, crikey. Welcome. Crikey, that was some spice right there, chat. That was some spice. Right, I think we just go at this stand here. Stand number 5, right in front of the airport signage. Let's choose a gate. Okay, that's not good. This airport does come with its very own custom VDGS as well, which is quite cool. But I didn't install that because I planned to use a custom GSX profile, but I've actually forgotten to do that as well, so never mind. Should have a marshaller though, at least. I don't see a marshaller. Did I actually get a profile for this? No, I don't think I did. Alright, we'll have to marshal ourselves then, chat. And turn onto the stand. Not too bad, actually. Oh, I should have stopped at that one. I'm not familiar with the stop bars here. Never mind. Right, we're a little bit too far forward, but that's okay. No worries. Right, okay then. So, AP is online. We'll get the bleed on. Right, engines we could turn off. Beacon light come off. Fuel pumps as well. Seatbelt signs can come off. And that is about everything. We already turned the transponder off. We'll reset the rudder trim just because. Right, lovely stuff.
Ljubljana,
Currently parked at the wrong position, apparently. Pretty sure this looks like stand 5 to me. I don't know, GSX, man. Should still let us do it, though. Right. Let's operate the jetway, and we'll come here, and we'll start the deboarding. We'll get the ground crew to put the chocks in, and connect the external power, which we'll go on to immediately. We'll turn the APU off. Parking checklist, parking brake is set, chocks are in, engines are off, wing lights are off, fuel pumps are off. Parking checklist complete. Welcome to Ljubljana, guys. Jetway's connected. Beautiful stuff. Let's start the deboarding, shall we? Boom. Right. There we go, chat. Beautiful stuff. Woo. How about that? Yeah, so there's definitely something wrong with the pappies, and to be honest, I'm not sure if the issue is actually with the scenery. It feels like the threshold is way too far forwards for the nav data, if that makes sense.
Hello again, Fenix 1717, going...
So, yeah, basically, obviously we were coming in on a 3 degree. And oh, why is the jetway disconnected there? Wow, that keeps happening. That's a new bug with GSX, I swear down. But yeah, I think if we continued on the same descent path that we were on, chat, I think if you'd counted maybe the pappies as a runway threshold, then we might have been all right. I'm going to disconnect from VATSIM anyway, because we're going to watch some replays shortly. This jetway is not working properly, is it? Oh well. Never mind. Yeah, so... I don't know. It looked like the scenery, the runway, and the actual threshold in the runway was in the wrong spot, if that made sense. I don't know. I'll need to look back at it and analyse it a little bit better, but... we did come over the threshold at around about 50 feet, chat, so... We still did manage to come in on the right profile, even though we were low according to our instruments. So, nevertheless, something weird's going on there. Anyways, let's end the flight on New Sky, and we'll have a look at the landing report, shall we? So... Right, let's have a look at the landing report. Excuse me. Right. So then, this is New Sky. Guys, if you don't know what this is what we're going to be using for our virtual airline that launches on Sunday. So let's have a look. We got a 9.65, which is pretty good out of 10. We got an offline off centerline landing, deviation 4.09 meters from centerline, perfect score under 4 meters. So we got docked minus 0.01 points for that. That being said, I'm fairly certain we were very much close to centerline, but anyway, let's have another look in a moment. Great touchdown. We got 163 feet per minute and distance from threshold 689 meters. See, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Average centerline deviation 1.29 meters, so that's not bad. And max centerline deviation 4.09 meters. So I'm not sure if that's a off centerline landing is saying that we deviated from the centerline by this much. And then nav nights for 163 seconds when required, which is a bit strange because I think the aircraft was turned off for that time. So I'm not sure we should be getting docked 0.34 for that. We would have got a 9.99 if it wasn't for this nav lights. Right. Okay. Well, let's have a look on the map then, and let's see where it says that we actually touched down. So it says, according to here, the landing was right there. So, yeah, I mean, that looks about right, to be fair. That looks about right. It looks about where we touched down. We'll see on the replay momentarily, and we'll see how that correlates to that. So 163 feet per minute, pretty nice. 1.12 G, so pretty buttery, I would say. And then we've got this beautiful graph, which is just fantastic. Lovely stuff. Right then, so 9.65, not too bad, not too bad. Right, so let's just correlate this with SimToolkit, and let's see what SimToolkit says regards the landing report. So the landing report on SimToolkitPro says 40 feet per minute. We're not going to go by this. We'll go by New Sky because it's a bit more accurate. And then 1.01 G. So yeah, quite far off the New Sky as it normally is, to be fair. And then on here it says we touched down, yeah, about the same place. So yeah, that's okay. But yeah, not too shabby. Right then, so guys, I'll just mention again, this is New Sky. I'm not in any way affiliated with it, by the way, but if you guys are interested, we're going to be starting a virtual airline called Fuzz Air on Sunday. Tune in to see the reveal of the fleet and the livery. And we're going to be doing that on a New Sky. So if you want to sign up for the airline when it launches, highly recommend you go over to New Sky and create an account there. It's free to create an account and it's free to use. And I did also find out from the developer chat that you don't actually need to do any flights on New Sky to join a new airline. So, you know, you guys don't need to. You can just get in and start flying Fuzz Air immediately if that's all you want to do. So yeah, it's a really cool platform. Looking forward to doing some proper VA flights on it, because at the moment I'm just doing basically training flights, so to speak. So yeah, looking forward to it. Right, cool. Can we fly with you on Sunday as your airline? Excuse me. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, Mariner, to be honest with you. Whether I'm going to do it on multiplayer or whether I'm going to do it on VATSIM. Because the flight itself is going to be a delivery flight. So if we wanted to speak realism sense, then, you know, I suppose it wouldn't be particularly realistic to assume that there's going to be a number of people all doing the delivery flight. But that being said, we can have a bit of fun on multiplayer or on VATSIM. I am looking into whether I can do the flight plan that I want to do on VATSIM, whether they'll actually clear me for it, because it's a bit of a funky flight plan. So yeah, not sure yet, but I will obviously let you guys know in advance. I'll let you guys know on Saturday what I've decided. Is it possible to sign up in the future? Not yet, no, Matt Rasobius. I've not actually made the airline on there yet, so not just yet, no. I want to have everything together, you know, all the liveries, the VMR and stuff. I want to have it all ready to put on the page for people to sign up to so that when people sign up, they have it all there. Do you know what I mean? So I've not made it yet, but it will go live on Sunday at the start of the stream. You don't know if you'll be able to join right when it launches. Well, don't worry, Matt Russell. If you can't join when it launches, obviously it'll still be there. It's not going anywhere. And you'll be able to, you know, sign up as soon as you can, basically. I use Fly UK and VAMSys for airliner flying. Very good. Yeah, I've heard about VAMSys. I've seen a couple of people use it, but I've never really used it myself. I just thought that New Sky, the developer, approached me. Again, I'm not affiliated, but he basically just said, look, this is something I'm creating, I'm working on. Do you want to give it a try? So I said yes. And that's what we're doing. Do you have any idea how long it takes before getting a call sign instead of the SKS call sign? What's the SKS call sign, Roy? I did a flight this afternoon on New Sky. Oh, I see what you mean, Roy. You mean for... yeah, I'm not sure actually what you mean, Roy. Maybe. Have you requested your own call sign for a certain airline? Is that what you mean? DJ Joe, yeah, we can talk on Discord. Yeah, by all means, feel free to shoot me a message. I won't be able to talk on voice after the stream here today, but feel free to drop me a message and we can arrange a time to chat. Storm, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. This scenery is kind of broken. Why do you say that? Oh, you mean with regards to the Pappies? Is that what you mean? Yeah, it's a bit strange, that. Not sure if it's a scenery fault or a nav data fault. I don't know. I don't know. It will need some investigation. Quizzy, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Who got the landing rate prediction correctly, though? There's only a couple of guesses there, but I think Quizzy got closest there. Very good. Nicely done, Quizzy. Very good. We've got a replay to watch as well, chat, so just hang fire and we'll watch that in just a moment whilst after things have deboarded here. Well, I think it's already done, isn't it? We'll have a quick look around with the airport, chat, because this is a new scenery to me. It's new scenery to the stream. So it'll be interesting to have a look around and see what the situation is. For some reason I can still hear the GSX baggage going on. Let's just close it. I don't know what's going on there. Daddy GSX, man. GSX. Right. On May 24th, an Embraer 145 being operated for Air France to Ljubljana landed with an excessive rate of descent on visual approach, which was misjudged. The landing was 4 Gs and the bounce was 2.26 G. Crikey. How come he didn't decide to go around there? That is very, very hard landing. Plane was damaged but repairable. Christ. Well, at least it was repairable. Matt Russ says, I can't fly anymore, obviously. I use my left hand to control the joystick, but with a broken finger I can't. Oh, that's really unfortunate, dude. Well, I hope your broken finger recovers swiftly. Is this a scenic route scenery? It is indeed, Shuts. Yeah, it is indeed. Mariner says, I believe the Fenix is borked. Interesting. So there's other people reporting issues as well, and you've obviously had issues as well. The little line in Boreal Arrow is where you'll intercept the descent path. You're fine. Yep. Got that all on the charts as well. But welcome, Christopher. Good to see you. Welcome indeed. Welcome indeed. Welcome indeed. Right, guys, let's have a look at the replay then, shall we? No, we'll have a look around the scenery first. That's what we said we were going to do. Stay on track. Stay on track. Right, so let's have a browse. Quick browse. I'm not going to do a full rundown. I'm going to look at the most important parts to me, which is generally the ground textures and the taxiway signage. I've already spotted the taxiway signage coming in. Pretty good. Actually, really nice taxiway signage. Looks like it's nice custom. Yeah, pretty good, I think. Nice textures on it. Looks good. Nice size. Ground textures, however, they do look very nice. They do look very nice, but there's something about them that looks a bit low resolution. Now, I have my textures on high. And say, for example, if I look at Brussels by Joe Erland, same graphic settings, you don't have this blurriness in the textures. I think the textures, to me, it sort of looks like it's satellite imagery, if that makes sense. Potentially. Same over here. Not all the ground textures, like, for example, well, I don't know, actually. Here looks okay, but there's not much detail going on. But I mean, they're good. The detail is great. Absolutely love that. And it looks like they've done some work with the with PBR as well to sort of make it look more realistic, which is very, very nice. I do enjoy that. But it does kind of look like it's being copy-pasted from a satellite imagery, if that makes sense. The detail is very, very nice, but it kind of looks like it's copy-pasted from satellite imagery. It's not sort of custom textures. And also, I can kind of see this pink kind of hue to it. I don't know if you guys can make that out on the stream. But on my monitor, this whole area has got kind of a bit of a noisy, pinky hue to it. Over here looks great. Gates look fantastic, I do have to say. The jetways are very nice. Custom jetways. Very, very good. Very, very nice. The ground markings around here look very, very good as well. This whole main area here, fantastic. This box here is perfect. Absolutely perfect, I think. Building and textures look very, very good as well, I have to say. Very nice indeed. Maybe needs a little bit of weathering, but that's nitpicking. Jetways look good again. Glass looks good. There is an interior as well. A very, very good interior, I might add. So, very, very nice work there on the interior. Upstairs and downstairs, I believe. So, very, very detailed interior. You can see through the glass. Very, very nice. Looks great. Fantastic interior. Not going to spend too much time on that. Control tower. Looking very, very good as well. With an inside. And then the land side is very, very detailed. Very, very good. I absolutely love the amount of detail they put in here. Whilst I can always live without a land side, this is just very impressive. This reminds me of, it's giving me Christchurch vibes, if you know what I mean. Very similar to that NZA simulations. Christchurch. So much detail on the land side. It's pretty incredible. Even ancillary buildings here. Adria Airways DC6. What is this building here? Looks like it's had the company name removed. Not sure what that is. But there's loads of stuff outside here. Loads of stuff. Kuhn & Nagel. I'm probably pronouncing that terribly wrong. Yeah, I mean, the land side, very impressive. Very impressive. And then down here is what the title it was inspired by. As you can see, there's a little go-kart track down here in the parking lot. Look at the detail here, though, on the car park. That is pretty incredible, isn't it? What is this? Oh, it's another little entrance. The detail is insane on this land side. But here we go. We've got a little go-kart track. So yeah, like I say, this is what inspired the title of the stream today. So if you've been wondering why, this is what I was talking about, and you're probably thinking, what is he on about? There's nothing there. However, in the real world, the go-kart track must be closed at this time of the year or this time of day. So, we go to the time panel. And we go to maybe, let's see, April. Nope, maybe a bit earlier in the day. Nope. May? Nothing in May. Still closed. June? Or does it open early in the day or late in the day? Nope. Still nothing. July? This is 100% a thing, chat. I'm not making this up. I did have it trigger earlier on. Hello? Okay, come on now, Scenery. You're making me look silly. Get a chance to load. Usually it loads pretty much instantaneously. It's interesting. Okay, so no dice there. That's very interesting. Oh god, I can't believe how did I manage to trigger that earlier on then? Because I felt like I just went up to a random date and time and it was there. Come on. Is it a LOD issue? Maybe I'm too far away or something? I don't know. Bro. I can't believe it, chat. What's happened? I'm going to have to Google it. Leon, do you know when it opens? Is it a real thing? Is it a real business or is it just people that set it up for fun? I'm going to have to Google it, chat, I'm afraid. Oh no, it is a real thing. It is a real thing. They've not quite modelled the track like it is on the satellite imagery, but... Right, so it's open from 12 PM. Well, it was actually open today, funnily enough. But it's open tomorrow. Right, let's come back to current time. Let's go to tomorrow. That's not tomorrow. Tomorrow. Wait. We could just go back today, couldn't we? It's not working, chat. I wonder, chat, I wonder if it's actually somehow basing it off of the real world live time. And for some reason it's not showing me it because it should be closed now, and it's not paying attention to the time changes I'm making here. Potentially. I wonder if that's the issue. That's very unfortunate, especially considering the stream title. Let's try it through this menu and just see if that fixes anything. We'll just go a little bit earlier in the day. Because it's open local time, 12 till 9. Huh. That's a bit upsetting, isn't it, chat? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Where's the track? It's at Ljubljana Airport. Dave, welcome though. Welcome. I can't get it to show now, chat. I'm stumped. I'm stumped. I'm so upset. Maybe try to move the airplane over. I mean, when I tested this earlier, the airplane was parked at this exact stand actually. So I don't know. I don't know what's occurring, to be honest with you. Nevertheless, I tell you what we'll do. We'll just to see if I could try and get this to work here real quick. We'll just go back to the main menu and reload. We've obviously done the shutdown checklist. Everything's deboarded, etc., etc. So we'll just we'll just reload here just in case something strange has happened. It is a nice scenery though, Stephen. Yeah, it is a nice scenery. There we go. We'll go on a stand that's a little bit closer to the site. It shouldn't make a difference. Like I say, it worked fine earlier. Strom, I am using Windows 11. Yeah. Nighttime views. Yeah, we can do some nighttime views, Stephen. Yes, indeed. I have seen, though, there is actually a mod for this scenery on flightsim.to, which is not really what you want to see for a POR, but apparently it makes the night lighting much better. It's not looking hopeful, chat. It's not looking good. How sad. I wonder if it's maybe weather dependent as well. So maybe if we just go here real quick and we just put it to clear skies. Because I know some sceneries do have that, don't they? Where certain aspects change depending on the weather. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Does it have sounds? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. But there you go. So obviously it only triggers at a certain time of day. Maybe the weather has to be, you know, a certain condition. Maybe because it was quite windy, wasn't it? So maybe the wind has to be at a certain level for it to trigger. There we go. Togas. So that's what inspired the name of the stream today. It is quite cool though that it's triggers based on certain conditions in the sim. I do enjoy that, and it's just a nice little bit of something extra that just adds a bit of, you know, life to the airport really. Because I'm obviously not from Ljubljana. I've never been to the airport, so it's kind of stuff like this that kind of gives you a taste of like what the area is around the airport and you know, just a bit more of a feel of the place really. So there we go. Love to see it. Very, very nice top-down view, shall we? Lovely stuff. It feels like there should be some sound, but never mind. Can't have it all, can we? Right, and then night views was also mentioned, so let's just do a bit of this guy, and we'll go to nighttime. So there we go, nighttime views. Night lighting looks fairly decent. I don't know what it looks like at the real airport, so I can't really comment on whether it's realistic or not, but it looks okay. Looks okay. Does look very dark in the middle though here. But other than that, it looks good. Terminal building's very nicely lit. Looks great from the outside actually at night. Green tint to the windows. This is a fantastic scenery though, chat. There's absolutely no denying that. This is fairly high ranking, I would say. Despite a few shortcomings, it's got such a breadth of detail, and it's got that airport feel to it, if you know what I mean. It doesn't feel sterile. It feels like a real place. Do you know what I mean? So That is big factor to consider as well, I feel. Did I restart? I reloaded the flights. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's what fixed it though. I'm pretty sure it was actually the wind. Let's see what happens now though. If we come back here and we go to live weather. No, okay, maybe I'm wrong on that. I have no idea then. Oh. Maybe there's a bug there because now it's not disappearing. Okay, the carts have disappeared, but the track hasn't. Interesting. Yeah, not sure. Maybe there's some inconsistencies there with how they've coded that, but there we go. Lovely stuff. Let's watch a replay, shall we? Right then. Let's come in here and just make sure this thing's booted up. Where did I get the scenery from? It is from Sim Market. It's only available on Sim Market, this one. Slovenia ATC headquarters, perhaps. Potentially. In fact, I've got Google Maps up here. I guess I wanted to find the opening time, so I could probably find out what it is. It is Slovenian Air Navigation Service Provider. Yeah, so you bang on there. Potentially, Stephen. Very good. Yeah, I thought it could be something like that, but yeah, very, very nice indeed. Lovely. Right, let's let the aircraft actually boot up here. The display's not quite come on yet. Hello? I am not sure what's occurred there. Ah, there we go. It was the replay tool. Alright, lovely. Okay, that's what we wanted. Just give it a few seconds to sort itself out. I think we'll be okay there. Right, off we go then. So this is the first approach where we'll get to see a go around. Tell you what we'll do is though, let's just see. Yeah, look at that, 200 feet above the threshold almost, somewhere around that figure. But with 2 whites, 2 reds there. That does look about right. I'm not sure. Anyways, we carry on. Oh. Some crazy sensitivity going on there. Gears not coming up. Sometimes it does that with the replay tool for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why. Gear handle is up. Anyways, there's the go around. One thing I will say though is that, I mean, the controller seemed good and nice, but a couple of things that he did there was well, actually no, it was okay. But on the second landing, he kind of gave me a taxi clearance just as I was coming into land, which was a little bit distracting, but hey ho. Yeah, they're stuck now. Lovely old flight control replayer. There we go, crossing the threshold at 40 feet actually, so a tiny bit low in fact. And I just overflared a little bit, and there's a float and down. Right on centerline though, come on now. Come on now. Let's see where we actually touched. Out there. So that's, yeah, that more or less matches the satellite imagery as well. So it must be the nav data that's looking a little bit funky there. Although, yeah, we're definitely off centerline there. Oh yeah, okay, never mind. It was kind of controlled onto the centerline. Not too shabby, I don't think. Not too shabby. A bit long, but not too shabby at all. Excuse me. Not too shabby. Right then. I think that's going to be it for me for today. My throat is absolutely killing, to be honest with you. I think I've talked absolutely tons here. I've hardly even stopped, so so yeah, guys, that's going to be it from me for today. We're live again back on Sunday. We're going to be doing some emergency electrical config failures. Well, we're going to be doing some failures in the Fenix, and we're going to produce the electrical emergency config situation. So yeah, that should be quite interesting, quite amusing potentially for you guys to laugh at me absolutely flapping. So hopefully, guys, see you then on Saturday, if not on Sunday, for the Fuzz Air reveal. And I have already scheduled the stream on my channel, so if you want to go to my channel and set a reminder for that, you can also do that if you really want. If you've enjoyed the stream today, do consider hitting the thumbs up button on your way out. But once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. We're going to let it play out from here, from the window view for the outro. Once again, have a fantastic evening, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.